What is up, people? I haven't filmed in a while. Thought I would pull out my camera. Justin is at work today, so that's kind of sucky. So you're stuck with just me, but thought I'd take you along my day. Not sure what I'm doing other than going to the gym. Gonna leave for a walk here in a couple minutes because it's about to be 103 today. But I thought before I get started, I would give you an update. I've had a bunch of people asking me, like, how is the balance? Is it worth it? Would you, like, can you give another update after just month 1? You know, people, I can't live without it. I have a bottle, I have a backup bottle. Like, I can't see my life without this stuff in it. Probably TMI, but like, it really helps keep your period regular. I would get my period every month, yes, but this keeps it like literally to the day. Like, you know it's coming. You know when you're ovulating, like all that ish. So if that's not reason alone, like, I want to have babies later. I want to know when it's time, you know? But I know a lot of people are interested in like the skin thing. I do have makeup on right now, but it's pretty dang good. So it's a win-win on my end. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them below or message me on Instagram, whatever you prefer. So without further ado, let's get on with my day.
That we're meant to be. Like where you are. I like everything about you. Everything about you.
So one of my favorite things to do, like, in this entire world, visit coffee shops. Like, I love going to coffee shops, but if and when I'm drinking coffee at home, I take the coffee, I take some handy dandy whipped cream, and you gotta load that sucker up. I wasn't kidding. The best part is you take cinnamon sugar.
You drench the whipped cream.
I mean, come here, look at this. Seriously? I mean, you're beautiful. I need you in my mouth right now. That looks delicious to me. I'm gonna go drink that, eat my breakfast, which is now, it's like 11:45, so I guess it's not really breakfast. But then I'm gonna head to the gym, not taking you with me because I don't have anybody to record anything.
And I'm a shy little panda.
So yeah, then I'm not sure what I'm doing. Maybe I'll go see Justin, who knows. All right, so I'm in the parking lot, gonna go into the gym, but I asked my Instagram, I let you guys know I was filming today, so let's see here what questions I got. I thought I would answer one right now. How do you not feel guilty or fat when you eat bad and don't work out for a day? That's a pretty loaded question. However, the first thing I would say is feeling fat isn't actually a feeling. Like, fat is not an emotion. So you may feel sluggish, you may feel bloated, but, oh my God, this lady just walked by, this scared the living poop out of me. Fat isn't a feeling. Secondly, there's no such thing as eating bad, right? Food doesn't have a moral value, so stop giving it one. Like, there is, yes, some foods are more nutritious than others. However, eating a cookie or eating a piece of cake or some ice cream is just feeding your soul. So society tells us there are good foods to eat, there are bad foods to eat, right? Depending on what you follow, what diet you're trying to follow, they're gonna tell you that different foods are good and different foods are bad. If you're able to remove the moral value from food, just knowing that food is food is food is food, you're gonna already, just from there, be a lot better off. If you have physical goals, you are not going to attain them as easily as if you were to take a couple days off, right? So if you worked out 7 days a week, never took days off, versus somebody who works out 4 to 5 days a week, maybe even 6, the person who's working out less is probably gonna see better results because of the fact that they're giving their body enough time to recover. So when they're in the gym, they have more energy to actually push themselves. It's almost a waste to go into the gym, if you have physical goals, mind you, to go in the gym and just like screw around. I understand the want and the need and thinking that more is more, but sometimes less is more. And you are allowed to live your life. You are allowed to not go to the gym for a day, 2 days. And I understand that it stresses people out. Like, I get that. But challenge that voice in your head. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Is society telling me I need to do something? Are the people that I follow on Instagram saying no days off, hard work always, whatever? Like, you need to rest. You need to chill out, eat a cookie. It is okay. Give yourself permission to eat any food out there, and you'll notice that the power that food has over you is going to slowly diminish. Yo, yo, yo. Just finished at the gym. It's hot as F. It's 103, and it's September. I'm gonna go to the eye doctor and hope that they can, I don't know, fix my glasses, because I'm not into the whole crooked. Justin decided it'd be a great idea to sit on them. So I thought he had a small butt. Turns out it's big enough to smash these. So we're gonna hope and pray that they can fix them, or that they're nice enough to me to fix them. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this protein bar. This Go Macro. I usually eat these on the weekend because they tend to have like more calories than a normal protein bar. 270. And I'll usually go to the gym, like eat a protein bar and like run errands, so it holds me over a lot more than just like a 180 calorie protein bar. Obviously it's still not filling, but it gets the job done a little bit, holds me over. So yeah, let's go.
Everything about you.
Hey look, they're all fixed. So that took like 15 minutes, more like 10. And then I stopped at the coffee shop right across the way. Thought I'd be a nice girlfriend, you know, bring Justin coffee. Thought I'd be even nicer, bring his coworker a coffee. I decided to step out of my comfort zone. I'm a iced mocha through and through kind of girl, but I was like, you know what? Try their pumpkin spice. So why did I do that? This tastes like a freaking candle. It's like a caramel candle. So if you're into caramel candles, try that. I think it's funny because I'm sitting here, no friends, like literally this whole video. It's just me. But I used to hate that I don't really have friends. Now I kind of like it because it's like less drama and I like hanging out with myself, so whatever. But thought I'd go back and answer another one of your questions. Someone asked, how have you learned to do intuitive eating without overeating? So the whole thing, a lot of times when you overeat, it's because you're eating emotionally, whether it's boredom, sickness, you know, like you and your boyfriend got in a fight or whatever, like you're dealing with stress and you tend to be a stress eater and then you overeat. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that, right? So picture this, you have a toolbox, and the way that you deal with stress or boredom, you go in your little toolbox and you decide to do something. When you're bored, it could be something as simple as coloring or deciding to eat. So it's not that one of the other is superior to the other, it's just becoming aware of it. So of course I overeat. Like if I decide that something is tasting good and I'm full but I want to keep eating it, I'm gonna keep eating it. So if you don't want to quote unquote overeat anymore, you need to find different ways and different tools in your toolbox. So that can be coloring, it can be gardening, it can be talking to a friend, hanging out with a friend, going to the gym if you feel like you need that, going for a run, swimming, watching TV, starting a business. Like, there are so many things out there that you can do instead of eating, and I know that eating is comfortable, it's comforting, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? So let's take away yet again the value of overeating being bad, but just being aware of knowing that there are other things that you could be doing. So to answer the question, overeating is something that will take time. It's gonna take learning about yourself, and just a tip is like check in with yourself halfway through your meal and ask yourself, like, how is this food tasting? Do I still want to eat this? Am I full? Am I satisfied yet? And a lot of times the answer might be no. So if you're not full, keep eating. If the answer is yes, then like go ahead. You don't have to be obligated to eat everything on your plate, especially because you have permission to eat all foods whenever you want. So if that means that you decide that you're satisfied and full, if you're hungry again in 10 minutes, like, you're more than welcome to go back to that, you know? So a lot of intuitive eating is getting to know yourself and the inside of your body. So it's scary because it's a lot easier to just go on with your life and not pay attention, but I promise you it will pay off. So I just got home a couple minutes ago, I guess a little while ago. I had a snack, been watching trash TV, and I thought I would go ahead and end the video here. I would answer one more question of yours and then get on with my night and let you go. But somebody asked, can you please talk about bloating? So obviously that's pretty broad and there's a lot that goes on in bloating, but I would say just remember that bloating is something that happens for you, not to you. So it's your body letting you know something else might be going on. There is a lot of simple things like
Hormonal changes.
Right before you're gonna start your period, you might be more bloated.
Eating a lot of raw, cruciferous vegetables,
such as broccoli, cauliflower, things like that, are probably gonna bloat you. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything wrong. I'm not telling you not to eat vegetables by any means. It just means that it might cause a bit of bloating. But it might also mean that there might be some sort of intolerance, and that is something you're not gonna wanna tread lightly with, only because the science isn't advanced enough to prove your intolerances through a take-home kit. It's something that needs to be looked at by a doctor. So what I would say is maybe just track your bloating. It might be something that you're not thoroughly paying attention to, and then realizing it might just be hormonal. It might be when you eat certain things. And to decrease bloating, you can just, if it's something such as like hormonal or eating certain vegetables, just drink a good amount of water. A lot of times it could also be
salt retention,
you know? So it's not necessarily something where it's like an end-all be-all, like, oh my gosh, I'm bloated, the world is ending. Who cares? Every girl bloats, every guy bloats, you just don't see it as often. And us girls are so critical on ourselves, like, it's not the end of the world. It's gonna subside. You don't need to micromanage your body. It's gonna do what it needs to do when it needs to do it. So I hope you enjoyed this little vlog type video. I certainly enjoyed making it, and I hope that you'll stick around. If you have any suggestions or any wants for the next videos, for usually obviously it's Justin and I, let us know. Leave a little comment down below what you'd like to see from us, or any suggestions, any questions you have for us, and we will see you, I will see you, whatever, in our next video. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, because it really helps our channel. It kind of just like lets YouTube know, like, hey, people like this, show it to other people, you know, so we can grow this channel. Not gonna lie. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.